Welcome everybody, it's that time again for some spicy speculation. And this time, once again, pretty much every time in all honesty, it's a mix of both Andrew Barros 308 on Reddit and also Bakugo, who normally has a whole Reddit post himself, but has actually just been posting and adding to Andre Barros' version. And actually, I think we're leaking, folks. It's all leaking out. So if we zoom in on the Reddit post, he says, just some, in italics, spicy speculations at the end. Folks, it is spreading. It's like a virus. The spicy speculations are everywhere. They're a part of everyone, and anyone can make one. So if you have any spicy speculation, be sure to put it in the comments section below. However, we're going to just jump into the new champions, and by that, there's some that were datamined previously, and some that we haven't heard of yet before. And Battle Pass is coming with events, and also lots of little skins and things and other stuff we are speculating now is coming forward. As always, they're looking at the current patch on the public test server and looking at any data files of stuff that is currently being worked on. You can also find the links to the data mines, the text versions of the people that originally made them, in the description below. At the end of the day, everything here can change, and honestly, this is just for fun. So one thing that's been said is there's not really a lot of stuff on Tigron. Tigron was data mined ages ago. They basically have a glaive for their main fire. They have a fireball type thing that's almost like a Fernando fireball that does 800 damage on their right click, and a shield and a buck leap. There isn't an ultimate or anything data mined just yet, and it's been speculated here that they may now be called Tiberius. The thing is, Tigron is the name of a race in the Paladins realm, and Maeve is half a Tigron, and I think half a human, although they're half humanoid, I guess. So this champion Tiberius could be a full beast person, all the way. Not like Io or Maeve that are sort of half and half. Either way, there's also questions here on whether or not this champion has changed and is actually something called Raum, R-A-U-M, as this champion also has a sort of slam ability, which could be like the Tigron ability that has been data mined. However, Raum is a little bit different. They have quite a few different things. One of the things is the main weapon is almost like a minigun that sort of charges up and revs up to go faster and faster whilst firing, which I guess is a bit like the Ruckus weapon. The second ability is a Bomb King Detonate, which is interesting because I'm not exactly sure what they're detonating here, because with Bomb King you throw out the sticky bombs and then you explode it. Is there just one sort of sticky bomb that you throw out and explode? Maybe like a mine or something? Then again, that movement ability is called Shut Up and Slam. It could be different to Tigron's. Maybe it's more of like a slam in terms of a charge and a slam. Then there is Raum ability Sustain, recovery with a fire sound, which could also be Tigron's Q. Finally, they have an ultimate called Gravity Multiplier. Now, there's no idea on how this is going to work out, but the one thing that's interesting is that in the old game mode, there was the ability to go into low gravity mode with the End Times update. I'm curious whether this champion could make all his allies have low gravity, but the enemies have like forced down to the ground and maxed out gravity, because that'd be rather interesting for sort of movement and sort of dodginess to give all of your team this sort of low gravity, or even just yourself perhaps, for maybe like an extended period of time. Maybe it could even work out like a Vivian ult where you have low gravity all the time until you die. But that's all spicy speculation there. And there's also on Raum a sustain talent, a slam talent, and a weapon knockback talent. So one interesting thing about a chain gun idea is if you're firing this chain gun and this chain gun, each little bit of it knocks people back, you could actually have like a mini Torvald ultimate whilst you're firing at somebody, doing damage, obviously to a lesser extent, but still maybe knocking them out of the way, off the point, or away from their allies and into enemies perhaps. Either way, Raum may also be a code name, and perhaps even, you never know what's in the dev cycle. They could have little bits of Tigron just put into Raum, and maybe they're just sort of thinking about both these champions and which one they actually want to go forward with. And as always, it's going to be months and months away before the next champion, probably like another quarter of a year. So, with IO just releasing, so it's all very spicy at the moment. So one of the big things, in my opinion, is there's 3 maps that are work in progress: Timber Mill Test, and Frog Isle version 2. Both of these maps have just been taken out this patch in the ranked mode, and I'm curious whether that's tactical because they're coming out with a new version of the maps. I actually really like Frog Isle. It's one of my favorite maps in the game, although Timbermill, since they removed the flank routes, has been the worst. So I'm excited to see what they do with Timbermill, but not so much about Frog Isle. Is there any way that you would improve Frog Isle of interest? Would you change the flank routes on the side with the frog? Would you change perhaps the length of the map? It is a very short map. I just really enjoy playing it. I've always felt it as like an easy map to get into in custom games if I ever play custom games. Just have a very quick game and not really stress out, as there's a lot of flank routes, but at the same time you can't really be hard flanked because it's very obvious when a flank is coming around. Finally, there is a work in progress flag ball, but this was in the Dragon Calls event, most likely. I mean, that's speculation as well. It could be a different map. But could they be bringing flag ball back just for funsies or even custom games? I'm not really sure here. I don't know how they're going to release this one. Or even perhaps it's going to be a deathmatch map or something along those lines, because it probably could work as a deathmatch map or even an onslaught map. Anyway, onto the battle passes. So pretty much the trend at the moment is that there will be a battle pass after battle pass, and I think there's two lined up here, or that there is two linked together. I think what they mean here is there's a pirate and a western, so like a pirate theme one and a cowboy theme one. For the pirate battle pass, there is a pirate IO. I don't know why I said that, but it just came out. Which obviously, as they've just been released, they are honestly trying to push out, I think, skins as soon as possible for newer champions. Things we got an Imani one in the Steel Forge Battle Pass. I honestly don't know how they'll do a pirate IO, to be honest. I'm wondering whether, will Luna become a parrot, like a giant parrot that squawks? And will Io have like a big pirate's hat on and a hook hand? I'm not really sure. Like, how are they going to replace the weapon with pirate stuff? Be sure to let me know your speculation on that one. Mermaid Ying, I think this one's pretty obvious what they're going to do with that, and I think would be rather cool. I think the idea of the illusions being mermaids is kind of interesting too. Next up, Pirate Maeve. We've seen some of the previous art of a previous Pirate Maeve and also a Pirate Ruckus. Now this one also had a concept art before which looked incredible in honesty, and I hope sees the light of day, although I kind of wish that Ruckus maybe gets some tweaks and buffs here and there. Next up, there's a Western Lex, Tyra, Strix, and Khan. I don't think everyone's going to be super happy on the champion choices here, although I think Ying and Ruckus are ones that don't necessarily get loads of skins, so people will probably be happy about that one. With the Western one, it's a bit up in the air, but I kind of hope for loads of just little cowboy skins and sort of like highwaymen, banditos, and things like that would be rather epic. I can actually see, and I think people have talked about before, like a sort of Mexican type of gunslinging Khan with a massive hat. Upcoming next is a new event called Realm Harvest, but it's a lot of little quests, and they have done events like this before whenever there's like a big release, and this one seems to give you lots of little avatars and sprays. So there's Groovy Grover, which is interesting, Grok Rock, Popstar Sky, Greaser Lex, and Celebrity Io. All of these are rather interesting. I'm hoping that these are work in progress, as they do look a little rough at the moment. And the same with Hippie Ying, Grunjamani, Boy Koga, Flapper Eevee, and Pinup Fury. Hopefully they're all a work in progress and just stand-ins at the moment. But we'll just have to see when this goes live. I mean, it does sound like these will be free. There was a Christmas event like this as well. So that was the Christmas event that had the avatars and the sprays and stuff. And they were actually a relatively good quality. Plus, you can get 25k gold, plus 2 times Battle Pass XP, which I'm guessing is for the next Battle Pass, which will be this Pirate Battle Pass. So the other standalone cosmetics that are being worked on are a robotic chest. Should I just guess they're going to throw all the robotic stuff in there, or maybe something new? Because it says harness the power of technology with these exclusive skins, an electronica chest, crank the synth to 11 and bust down move with exclusive skins, which I think will likely be some of the non-exclusive ones from the Remix Battle Pass, whereas the robotic one will be from the other Cyber one, whatever it's called. I can't remember off the top of my head right now. There's the Golden Strix coming. I know a load of people will be happy about that. There's so many Strix players and Strix mains out there. A Golden Ruckus and Bolt, and a Golden Inara. Again, Inara is very popular. I think lots of people will be happy. Ruckus, I don't know. I don't know how many people are there at level 50 with Ruckus, but we will see. Just a little snippet as well, there's 20% off Battle Pass levels for PS Plus subscribers. I guess that's a thing. I'm not sure which Battle Pass that will be for. At some point it sounds like it might be planned in the future. Either way, that is pretty much it from the data mine this time. Again, let me know all of your spicy speculations in the comments section below. Some things, again, are always to look forward for. That's the champions coming out. I don't know whether Raum is actually like a code name for something, but the interesting thing is that they have talent cards listed, whereas Tigron does not have those talent cards listed yet. So it could be that Raum's further on, or that they gave up on Tigron, or that Tigron is Raum, or that both Tigron, Tiberius and Raum are all the same, and only one of those names is right. Probably not Tigron, either Tiberius or Raum. But as always, nothing is final, and we shall see very soon. Again, the maps coming will be pretty interesting, and the pirate and the Western battle passes seem to be coming closer and closer. Anyway, thank you all very much for watching this video. If you enjoyed the content, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more of my content, and I will see you all soon. Bye folks, Joshino.